for some ramen. So I'm gonna make some ramen. Alright, it is time for the ramen replay review. I will now eat some ramen while watching replays. Alright, let's see what Mr. Clement is doing. This is classic. Kind of forgot classic came back from the military. Oh. Did ye old engineering block. There you go. Cancels it. Yep, Caustic's next is still faster. Clem goes for a 1 gas with this as well. Where were his minerals? Because he did get the cancel off. Need 2 marines? This is really interesting. He's on 1 gas right now. That's a CC. Yep. Okay. Looks like he's going to proxy something. Looks like he's just gonna go proxy starport. And then do an 8 marine 4 Hellion drop. So he drops 8 marines and then runs by with 4 Hellions at the same time. I think this is the build, if I'm not mistaken. Or he just likes to run by them with the Hellions immediately. That's not bad either. I think he's just rendezvousing the Hellions together. Oh, he's not going to drop the Marines this time. He's actually dropping the Hellions. Wow, this is more standard than I thought it would be. Yep, there you go. Let's see how many workers he gets. 4. Cool. 5. You can camp the medevac there, and that forces Stalker there always. Yep, there we go. Okay. Pretty standard stuff. Yeah, so Classic is at like a 3 worker advantage right now, so I think that's actually not bad. He hasn't started his 3rd Nexus, which is really important. Why hasn't he done that? I think there we go. Starts that. Yeah, but he wants to be aggressive with the Stalkers here, actually. Hold on. Hold up. Oh, shit. No. It's time for my ramen. Hold on. Let me get a good ang. Let me get a good ramen ang. Mukbang ang. And I just... Shit. How do you open this wheel packet thing? There you go. I'm just gonna... Ooh, yeah. This is the bougie shit. You know it's the bougie ramen when you get oil. They're literally adding oil. My Asian taste cannot be satisfied. My Asian taste cannot be satisfied without the presence of oil. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh, it's ice. And not just that oil. I need even more. Oh, did this go off? Hold on. Wait, this didn't go off. It was just way too cold in the fridge. So it's kind of like frozen a little bit. Just a little. Yeah, okay, that was a lot actually. Shit. Okay. My mother's homemade. Bless her soul. Homemade hot sauce. Oh god, everything is so dirty now. Hold up. I just like dirtied up our fridge. We left some really bad stains on there. Clean that up. Wipe my hands a bit. It's ramen time. Okay, doesn't get the tank yet. There's a chili flake on my Mouse pad. Okie dokie. So, Clem is now actually even on SCVs. His third is much later though. Oh! These chopsticks broke so nicely. No, I didn't even get that on camera, but... Look how even these are. Holy shit. I'm not even watching the game. Okay, Clem just kind of comes in and kills him, I assume. Does a lot of damage. Doesn't kill him, but it's a lot of damage for sure. I actually like taking off the lid fully. I don't like this thing flapping around. It's annoying. What the hell are these two observers doing there? This is a really weird game, but Clem's just not... Clem is just keeping up with SCV production, so Classic, even though he got his third base way earlier, doesn't matter because he didn't have much time, he didn't have the resources available to get extra probes off of it. So even though he could have accelerated much faster, he just didn't. So then now Clem is just now ahead in SCVs, and now this he's in a really good spot. And he's just trading out units. So he's forcing, like, notice how Classic's not even making probes at this point. Like, Clem, just by being this aggressive, he's forcing Classic to just keep making units. Oh, I don't think he's forcing Classic to make units, but I think Classic's just kind of scared, so then he just is. Like, maybe it feels like stats or something, he just sit back on shield batteries and be, like, completely fine, but... When is stats coming back, by the way? I always found him to be the most interesting Protoss. Because it wasn't really tricky at all. In fact, every time he did try to be tricky, it would usually backfire. And yet he was still able to maintain incredible consistency. I seriously do think that if Stats cheesed a little bit and was, like, good at it, then he would be a world champion. Like, I felt like in high pressure scenarios, Stats just can't win with cheese. Like, Clem is literally 14 SCVs up. Like, you're ahead in workers as Terran. The game is just kind of in a really good spot. Like, Class is gonna try and go around for a Saran, but it probably just won't matter. Oh, wait, Clement sieges? Why'd you do that? Does it even matter anyway? Why did Clement siege there? That was not a good decision. Yeah, that was randomly the best fight the Classic could have asked for, but his technology is still so low. His only form of splash damage is just Archons right now. He doesn't even have Eye Templars and that War Prison. So he's just like kind of a desperation attack, which really just seals his fate, because he's just going to die here. Yeah, he's going to GG. Yep. I don't know why he did that. Actually, Clem killed his fourth base. He didn't really have a choice. Clem kind of just checkmated him there, because he's just ahead in economy this entire game. So he just kind of forced that Classic to keep just spamming out units. Maintain his economic lead, while still being able to make army units at the same time while producing SCPs and just kill them. That's what's really nice about Terran, is that you don't ever need to... It's very... You don't... Okay, not as much. You don't need to sacrifice worker production as much as, like, Protoss does. Like, it's... Most builds, or most parts of builds, have long periods of time where you're making SCVs and making fighting units. Whereas Protoss seems to have to do them separately. But at the same time, Protoss can get them out faster too, so... Of course, there's benefits and drawbacks to this. Seems that the reason that Protoss has to be so intentional with their probing is because it's very easy to overprobe. And if they overprobe, they just kind of die. Something about wooden chopsticks that kind of hits different, you know. I have metal chopsticks, but they're just not good. They're just not the same. They hurt my hand. They're not very grippy. It loses grip. It doesn't feel good to eat from them. It doesn't feel right when I eat with metal chopsticks and I can feel like the notches on the chopstick as I take food out, like when I run it between my teeth. When I go like this and like I feel notches, that's like weird. Oh, what the fuck? That's not allowed. Yeah, that's not good. You don't want that to be happening to you. Looks like Clem's just gonna walk. Oh my god, the game's over. Clem's just gonna walk across the map with Cyclones and Marines and just kill him. If he doesn't have a battery, it's just over. He doesn't have a battery? Okay. Oh yeah, the game's over. And he defends all the Classics right. Kills that Oracle too? Oh my god, Classic can never get a third base up. It's... Wait, that's a lot of Stalkers. Oh, he actually got a lot more Stalkers than I thought he would. Well, I'm not denying that third base, I think, is just in. He just didn't see it, I think. Wow, that Marine drop just forced Classic's entire army home. It does sacrifice the Marine drop, though. Because he recalled Phoenixes. And they can just walk across the map. But that Marine drop, forcing Classic's army back, now allows Clem to send his army out and not run into it in the middle of the map, which is the worst thing that could happen against Phoenix. I wasn't attacking an actual spot. He has a siege tank there. If he moves it to the top in the corner, then it's going to be able to hit the Nexus, so it's going to be really good. I don't know if he knows about that spot, though, but he should. It's really obvious. I think the siege tank is up there now. Yep, it's up there on the minimap. Yeah, Classic lifts it. Lifts both tanks. Clem just has to kite back against the Zealot, so he loses the tanks. Kind of unfortunate. That Classic really sticking with his gate style. So he just likes making gateway units and just going charge lot Archon, high Templars. I really think that's really strange. Not many people play like that, I think. Most people opt for Colossi after Phoenix openers. Or Phoenix mid games, I guess. Or not mid games. Phoenix early mid games? I don't really know how to say. Phoenix transitions? Because you go Oracle first. Yeah, Phoenix early games. Yeah, it's not a Phoenix opener, it's a Phoenix early game. Because the opener was an Oracle, but in the early game. What the fuck? There's like an eyelash. It's like one of my eyelashes fell into the noodles. Oh, double bunker. Yeah, classic. Yeah, classic just has no technology. Wow. This worked. What? What? What the fuck? I was so confused. Why would you attack into here? I'm actually baffled. No way. No way Classic fucking wins this fight, man. It's a lift on all three tanks. Clem is just not protecting his tanks at all whatsoever. Army just runs into this choke point. It doesn't matter, the Archons just fucking zap everything into oblivion. Like it's the goddamn Legacy of the Void opening cinematic. That's actually ridiculous. How the hell did he... How did he do that? It's not allowed. Okay. It's like Clem purposely mind gaming him. Putting that extra deeper though. Gets the Marine out, shoots away the probe. Probe has no information. Might suspect. So Classic thinks it could be proxy. Or it could be also delayed CC. Either way, if it's delayed CC, you have to get your Nexus on time anyway. Because if it's delayed CC, then you actually just kind of lose. So he just has to get his second base and then just defend it really well. Against Clem's one base aggression. Oh yeah, this is the Clem build. 3 Hellions, 7 Marine drop. Yep. He's seen this kill so many people. Well, Classic fall victim. He has a battery in the base, so he's actually probably going to be fine as long as he doesn't take damage to the Hellions. Yep, pulls back, lifts them. Yep. Gonna super battery it. Gets 2 pro kill. Yeah, this is a good defense. Yeah, Clem behind 9 workers. Really good. His natural CC just finishing up. Classic is probing. He's feeling good. He's feeling okay about this. He likes this situation, but he actually is really aggressive. Why is he sending his units across the map? Actually, though? What? He runs into a Cyclone? You have the Adept Shade. I don't understand why you would finish that. Why did... In what world do you actually win that fight? He sends the Adept Shade over, sees the clump of Marines and Cyclones, and Viking, probably. Takes that fight anyway. Yeah, it's not... Why are you so aggressive, Classic? Classic's aggression is really kind of biting him in the ass right now. We're like, why would you ever... Yeah, why are you running up ramps against Cyclones? Stop. Stop. Like, you're ahead economically. The only way you lose is by... No. I feel like the only way he would lose is just by taking terrible fights. Oh my fucking god, Classic. You're literally so far ahead. Now you just die to Clem's army. Oh my god, that was just so mega troll to take those fights. I just don't see any reason why you take fights in the middle of the map like that. Especially against Cyclone, you know you're just going to get kited out. Or chased down. Like, when you have low numbers of units against Cyclones, that's when the Cyclones are most effective. Because when you take a small engage versus multiple Cyclones like that, your two choices, the Cyclones will either kite away if they start losing the fight, or they will kite forward if they start winning the fight. Either way, you're trading really inefficiently against... Oh my... Yeah, like, why would you ever take that? I don't understand why you would ever do that. This was just mega troll. Like, why do we feel the need to take this fight? You defend his thing perfectly. Your 11 probes up here. You can start probing now. What? Am I, like, stupid? Nah, just make them probes. Just chill them. That's these 3 depth shades. Yeah, like, what is this? Oh, wait, he overcommitted with his units. He thought that he could punish Clem for that, but Clem's a 1-basing. This is 1-1-1. He's gonna just have so many units. And you didn't even kill all those units anyway. You killed the medevac, so you still preserved 4 Marines. And he's still making units while he's doing this harass too. Yeah, so like, this engagement basically just lost Classic the game, because right here he's 10 probes ahead. So he just needs to not die. He just needs to not die and preserve his worker advantage, and then like he just runs into Cyclones and Marines. And the worst part of this is so unlucky too, because when he runs into Clem's army, Clem is kind of balling out. He's just chilling. He's just chilling. Yeah, he stops his units behind the slow zone right here, such that waiting for Classic to overcommit, which he did, because when Classic overcommits, Classic's now fucked. He can't go anywhere. Like, just runs his Phoenix away. Where the hell are you going? Yeah, and he just kites away. If he ever thinks he's about to lose a unit, he just kites away. And then Cyclones could just chase forward as well. Once he starts winning the fight, yeah, locks into the Adept. It's in the slow field. You can't go anywhere. Like, Classic actually just got hella debated by Clem. And it's just kind of over. So, yeah. Honestly, I don't think Classic played, like, terribly at all. But he just kind of giga-trolled some fights for, like, no reason. Like, his aggression won him that one game, but I just don't understand why he had to keep going with it. Let's check out the last game. I'm going for a fake box here. No? Okay, in racks, I'll proxy. If you only have an SCV out here, you'll probably be either making a... Yeah, you engineering boy. So annoying for Protoss. I guess Clem might have realized that Classic just overcommits. Oh, Classic pulled 4 pros in game 1 against Engineering Block, and now he's actually opting for a 3rd Nexus. Or Nexus on the 3rd location, excuse me. It's pretty interesting. Getting the sniffles from this ramen. It's not that hot though, it's good. Oh my god, that bunker's out of sight range. Oh, but the probe sees it. He's not going to be able to stop. He runs that Marine all the way across the map. Classic opens Stargate, so he's not going to have an answer to this ever. Until he gets a battery. Oh my god, this is so annoying. This is... He runs the Marines out of the bunker and then shoots the battery. No fucking way. Oh my god, that's amazing. That's some good ass broth. Yep. Oh, the Helens in there. Oh my god, yep, does some marine macro stuff. Doesn't bother to go for a salvage. Wait, why are you going for that? Why would you ever go for that stalker? It seems like a really terrible decision. It's over the Oracle. I mean, I guess the Oracle won't shoot you anymore, though. It's not a good decision there, I don't think. At least in hindsight bias, let's go. Okay, against Stargate, let's say Clem goes like 2 Viking, 2 Cyclone to defend against it. Defend against like Phoenix Harass. But Classic's not really making Phoenix. Yeah, he always goes Stargates into 3 gas with gate production. He's still making Phoenixes. It looks like he might try for the same bust that won him game 3. Or game 2 rather, actually. Yep, charge, 3 gateways, still no 3rd, 4th gas. Yeah, he's adding on 5 gates. I think Classic's just gonna try and bust the shit out of him. I don't know if Clem has something to say about it. I feel like Classic, you actually like this situation. Because you have charge finishing up and he's attacking into you. You have a gate explosion. So you kind of wait for like maybe another round of Zealots, or just don't, or just go in like a fucking madman. Run the Phoenixes all over the Marines! I really think that you need to run the Phoenixes at the same angle that you run your army and charge lots into. If you come from another side, I feel like it's really easy to... Actually, I don't know. I have to give it some thought. But it just kind of looked like Clem just kited back and then would just snipe the Phoenixes. Because normally when you kite back, a lot of the times the Marines in the back just aren't shooting. But if you have Phoenixes in the back, then you actually get like hella DPS out of your army because your Marines are able to shoot. That are normally not able to shoot at something, can now shoot at Phoenixes. But also that means that takes away DPS from your Zealots sometimes. Because sometimes the Marines that can shoot at the Zealots have the same priority to shoot at the Phoenixes anyway. So then the Phoenixes soak some damage for Zealots. And obviously Phoenix mind tracking. You can fly Phoenixes over the Marines, trigger the mines over them, kill them all. Kind of like 4GG style. He cancels that. Clem's army is just getting fucking massive, yeah. No 4th base in sight. Classic is just trading really, really poorly. Yeah, somehow Clem just managed to get a base lead, actually. Like, it just kind of looked like Clem just has more stuff. And, yeah, Classic's just dead. There you go. Yep. Yeah, so looking at this, Classic never actually had a worker lead, and looking now I'm looking at it again. Classic's actually just behind. Like, I don't know what's going on over here. It's just not the best. He's actually just behind. Or he's either even on workers, or he's actually behind in some cases. I don't actually know the timing on these gates. Oh my god, wait, Least in that Century is actually so bad. I mean, that one cyclone trigger, that's pretty good. Stasis can actually act as... Oh yeah, Least the Phoenixes do really bad pathing. You shouldn't path over the reinforcement path unless you're actively trying to kill them, which he obviously wasn't. Yeah, I see this fight more slowly. Like, I do think either way, Classic is just not in the... Actually, no, if he can get a good cleanup of this army, it's actually over. Okay, so that Zealot Mind Drag doesn't work out. That Mind is good, it hits on all Zealots. Yeah, so... I wish this play button wouldn't appear when pausing this. Yeah, so he splits it off. Let's see, so the Phoenixes come from here. Yep, all these Marines shoot here, while the mine is taking care of them. So the Phoenixes just instantly disappear. And then he starts kind of splitting to make sure he doesn't die to the mine drags, but Classic actually flew one of the Phoenixes way too far. That actually did get hit by mine. So I don't think Classic's intention was to mine drag. I think he actually just wanted to get like some lifts off. I think he just wanted to lift this tank and lift units. Because the mine actually hits right here on this Phoenix, which is actually below, not below anything right now. But it doesn't really help him at all. So it's actually just not good. Yeah, because he didn't get a cleanup on this, like a full cleanup that he wanted, instead he overextends here. Like, why are you chasing Terran this far? You're just gonna get kited out. Like, even though you don't have enough Phoenixes to like for Clem to care. Like, I don't care about 2 Phoenixes just shooting on my medevac. Medevacs are actually armored units, so they're not gonna take that much damage from Phoenixes, especially if there are only 2 of them. You need like a bunch for me to be like, oh fuck, I'm fucked. You need like 4 to start chasing, and maybe like more than 4. Depends on how many units you have, but 2 will certainly not do the job. Like, even if Clem picks up here, just drops them. Like, Clem could literally pick this up, drop over here, and then like he could probably live because there are only 2 Phoenixes wailing on it if he did that early enough. But yeah, that drop in the main basically just killed Classic now because Clem just has a huge economy lead. Like, Classic had 3 bases for much longer than Clem, but literally doesn't matter because he just has more stuff. So yeah. Alright, that will conclude today's replay ramen review.